Good morning, students. Welcome to online classes. We'll continue the previous chapter. In the previous class, we have discussed what is file, what is folder, disk drive, and storage device. Also, we have discussed how to open a files and folder and how to transfer file and folder from one drive device to another. Today, we'll discuss how to work with the different application, what are the steps to start the normal application, their control buttons, how to shift from one application to another application, and suppose if we want to find any file or folder, then what are the steps for that. If you want to search any file, then what are the steps that we'll discuss today. First, we'll see how to work with the multiple applications in a computer. We all know that these days computers are powerful and you can open and work with the multiple applications together. Any application which you want. For example, you can listen to music, CD playing on a computer, simultaneously play a game too, or write an email, or you can create a document, or you can create an image. So these are the different applications which are available in the computer with which we can work. The first one is a paint. We already know that the paint is used to create or edit an image. Now suppose if we want to start the paint, then what are the steps? First of all, we have to click on the start button in the corner, and then we have to click on all programs. Then we'll get the list of different application and folders. After that, we have to click on accessories, and then we have to click on paint. Once you will click on the paint, the particular application will open. You can see in the image also that how paint looks, and you have already done the practicals of the paint in the previous class. If you have observed carefully, at the top right corner, three buttons will be available for any file or any applications. These three buttons are known as the Windows control buttons. The first symbol is minimize. The symbol of the minimize is already there. Minimize the window. That means the window will be minimized. It will be still open at the background, and the symbol will be at the taskbar. That means we can hide our application, our file for a time being as long as we want. The second one is a maximize. The symbol is a square. If we want to enlarge our window to the largest possible size, that means in the full screen, if we want our window or application, then we can use maximize. Next is the restore. In the restore symbol, two squares will be there. Restore means to return a window to its previous size. That means before maximize, whatever the original size is there, if to the same size we want to reduce our application or our folder window, then we have to click on the restore. This window will be resized to its original size in which it was opened. Next one is a close. Suppose if we want to close our file or close our window, then we have to click on the close button. The symbol is just like a cross. Next is a settling between open applications. That means if you want to swap from one application to another application, or one file folder to another file or folder, then we can swap or settle between these applications. Sometimes if we are opening more than one folders or more than one application, then we can use this feature of the window to swap or settle from one file application to another file or application. Even though there are multiple applications or multiple folders are open, but there will be only one active application or file. That means we can give the command to only one application at a time, either by using mouse or keyboard. Other applications will be opened, the background processes will be there, but at that moment only one application will be activated. You can see in the image that there are so many different applications are opened. If you want to work with any particular application, you just have to click on any application in the taskbar as shown in the figure. You can also see in the image how exactly this shuttling or swapping of application will work. Next is finding or searching files on a computer. When you are looking for particular folder or file and you don't remember the location of your file or folder, then you can use find or search command instead of checking in different files and different folders. The find search command lets you quickly search a specific drive or an entire computer. You can use this feature to search any file or folder. These are the steps to find a file or the folder. First of all, click the start button. Now there will be the search box in the start menu. Type the name of the file or folder which you want to search. It will automatically show the search result, that is the name of your file or folder with the type text, either file name or in their content. Now at the bottom there will be see more result link will be there. If you will click on the see more results, then your search result will appear on a window. You can locate your desired file in it and then double click on it to open your file. So these are the different steps to find a file or a folder. You can also see in the image that how exactly we can search our file or folder. See in the image, start button is clicked, then in the search box the file name ndcc is written. Either ndcc file name is there or a folder, or if there content in your file will be there, then that will be open. Next, if you will click on see more result, you can see the figure 12b. The search result will open in a window. Next is a wildcard character. Now there are two special characters, question mark and asterisk or a star, which are called a wildcard character in a window. They are useful in a files because they give flexibility in specifying paths and files while searching the file and folder. Now how exactly the question mark and asterisk wildcard will be used? A question mark in a file name or a file name extension means that any one character or none character can occupy that position. That means if you will use a question mark while searching a file, that means either at the position of question mark there will be only one character or not a single character will be there. For example, if you will search memo question mark dot doc, then if our file name will be memo.doc, that will be displayed. If a file name will be memo3.doc, then it will be displayed. If a file name memo4.doc, that also will be displayed. That means only one character will be allowed at the place of question marks or no character will be allowed. And next is the asterisk wildcard. Asterisk replaces any number of characters. That means there is no limit on the number of characters, or sometimes there might be zero character also. For example, if you will search a*.exe, then if our file name will be ab.dxe, we'll get in the display result. If it is abc.exe, then also we will get in the result. If ans.exe, then also we will get in the result. And if answer.exe, then also we will get the result. Next, here are various file formats which are available in the computer. Suppose if you will work with the image files, then the extension or the format of our image file may be either .bmp, .gif, .jpeg or jpg, .png, .svg, .tif or .tiff, etc. So these are the different image file formats. Next is the audio file format. In that it may be .aiff, .mid or .midi, .mp3, .ogg, .wave or .wma. These are the different audio file format. Next is the video files format. There may be .avi, .flv, .mov, .mp4, .wmv or .rm. These are the different video files format. If you are working with a word processor or text files, then the extensor or the formats may be .doc or .docx, .odt, .pdf, .rtf or .txt. These are the different word processor or a text file formats. If you are working with the spreadsheet files, then our extension or file format may be .xls or .xlsx or .ods or .clr. If you are working with the presentation files, then the extension or a file format may be .ppt, .pptx, .pps or .odp. If you are working with the internet related files, then our extensor or the file format may be .htm, .html, .css, .asp or .aspx or .php. These are the normal file formats with which we can work regularly. Here are few homework questions. Answer of each and every questions are already there in the video. You can write the answers in your notebook. So with this we complete the chapter. Thank you and stay safe.